There are many verses in the Bible that signify whatever we ask for, we shall receive. Matthew chapter 21, verse 22. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. Mark chapter 11, verse 24. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. But sometimes God says no. First John chapter 5, 14 to 15. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us, whatever we ask, we know that we have what we asked of Him. Though His yes answers build our faith and confidence in prayer, God will not grant us anything that is not in our best interest. Acts chapter 20, verse 27. For I have not hesitated to proclaim to you the whole will of God. We must remember, God can see things we cannot see. Acts 16, 6 through 10. Paul and his companions traveled throughout the region of Phrygia and Galatia, having been kept by the Holy Spirit from preaching the word in the province of Asia. When they came to the border of Mysia, they tried to enter Bithynia, but the Spirit of Jesus would not allow them to. So they passed by Mysia and went down to Troas. During the night, Paul had a vision of a man of Macedonia standing and begging him, "Come over to Macedonia and help us." After Paul had seen the vision, we got ready at once to leave for Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the gospel to them. When the Apostle Paul set out to preach in Asia, God said no. When Paul changed course, as God instructed, and went to Macedonia, he ended up starting a church that impacted the world greatly. God hears us when we call to Him. Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you. However, God also says no when our requests are rooted in selfishness. James chapter 4, verse 3. You ask and do not receive, because you ask wrongly, to spend it on your passions. God promises when we seek Him, He will transform our hearts to desire Him. Psalm 37, verse 4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Remember, it is the evil one who causes affliction. Job 2, verse 7 through 10. So Satan went out from the presence of the Lord and afflicted Job with painful sores from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. Then Job took a piece of broken pottery and scraped himself with it as he sat among the ashes. His wife said to him, "Are you still maintaining your integrity? Curse God and die." He replied, "You are talking like a foolish woman. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" God promises the pain will end. Revelation 21, verse 4. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. Give yourself permission to grieve when the answer is no. Lamenting sheds light on the idols we have created upon our lives. God will not leave us in our disappointment because He is not finished with the work He started in us. 1 Philippians 1 verse 6, being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. God is for us, fighting against anything that will keep us from Him. Romans 8 verse 31. What, then, shall we say in response to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us? God will not tolerate being second in our lives because He wants something so much better for us than the world could ever offer. He is working all things together for our good. Romans 8 verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose.